Well, good evening, and welcome back to the Troglodyte News Channel, where you get the news when it's news and not history. Today is not a news day, today is an opinion day, because everybody knows what happened in Oregon at the school shooting where another moron walked into a college classroom and started shooting people up. And as soon as that happened, the President of the United States, did I use that term? I am sorry. The occupant of the White House, because this man is not a president. He couldn't lead a goat, in my personal opinion. But anyway, off the subject, rant for a different day. The Kenyan gets on the television news across the nation and says, we have to stop this gun violence, and people are telling him, stop it, Mr. President. They use those words, I don't. You need to quit because it's not the guns. But he wants the guns off the street. We need more laws. We don't enforce the laws that we have. Now, if you take a look at the last few terroristic shootings in the schools, Sandy Hook, Columbine, you know the numbers, you know the names, you know the theater in Colorado. I'm not going to mention all of them because it's been mentioned too many times and we're giving these morons too much publicity. Here's the deal. Each one of those people is suffering from a form of autism called Asperger's. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what that means, but most of those people, from what I'm told, are very arrogant, self-centered, and they can't really focus on anything but themselves. Narcissistic may be a term. I've heard it used. But you see, they're taking medicine for this, and when they're taking medicine, things don't happen. When they don't take their medicine, they do stupid shit. Now, then we've got a couple of them, like the idiot up there in Oregon. Idiot mom knew that he was suffering from that, and she'd put it all over her Facebook that she knew that her kid was sick. But she was dealing with it, and dealing very well with it. So, she knew it, and she failed to act on it because right on the same posting, on her Facebook page, she was talking about the guns that she had and how they were kept locked and loaded and, in case of the zombie apocalypse or whatever she was gathering her guns for. Sandy Hook, that little moron, mama's a psychologist, knew the kid was sick, kept an AR around for him. Now, you see there, we could have stopped some gun violence. Because there is a way that anytime a doctor decides that someone has a disease like Asperger's or whatever, that he has to prescribe a medicine to keep them from doing crazy shit, then they need to report that to a database in the federal government that said, hey, J.Q. Jones is taking medicine and he's fucking nuts, and we don't think he ought to be having anything sharp. Let him write home with a crayon like they used to do in the 1950s. And don't think I'm joking there, because I'm not. They did that. They took care of the public because they knew people who got hold of sharp things hurt themselves or hurt other people. Just like these idiots, they hurt themselves or they hurt other people or both. And this would not be violating the HIPAA laws in one iota, because you're not telling the public They're passing the word on that I just prescribed a medicine to JQ Public, and I think JQ's nuts, and until I give him a release, he shouldn't have any firearms or anything dangerous, explosives, C4, things like that. So you see, it's not the number of guns that are on the street. The fine, upstanding young people of this country are not the ones that are out blowing each other up, shooting each other, and killing each other. It's idiots and bad guys. Sick people and bad guys. Now, you take guns away from people, you got problems. People can't defend themselves. One gun in that college could have stopped that. One armed teacher in Sandy Hook could have stopped that problem. But you see, those are gun-free zones. Gun-free zones get people killed. Look at the Muslim occupant of the White House and where he came from. He came from Chicago, where you couldn't buy a gun there to save your ass. You can't even have one without having a permit and going through hell and high water to get it. So, what is the issue there? You take guns away from people and the bad guys start killing people, and they run unfettered. They don't care. Here's the deal. The Muslim occupant of the White House, I'm not going to mention his name because the last time that I made a noise like that, I was hanging over a porcelain bowl with an alcohol-related discomfort. But where this idiot comes from, people can't have guns, and they shoot 100 people a week. They kill 100 people every 2 weeks. 6,000 people a year die in Chicago. But that's a gun-free zone. Anyway, that's my rant for the day, and that's how to fix it. You take the guns away from the morons, you take the guns away from the sick people, and you put people in jail for doing crazy shit with guns. If you hold up a bank with a gun, the word gun will get you 10 years. Stolen gun get you 15 years. That's the way to slow that down. It ain't going to stop it. It ain't never going to stop it because we've let it go too far. Anyhow, that's my rant for the day. You can like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, you know what to do. But either way, please like and subscribe to my page and comment below if you agree or don't agree. Have a great day, and the troglodyte is out.